Jia. I'm from India, and I'm gonna be your co-host for today. So you can go on, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, what you're gonna share, and then you can share your screen for any presentation, and you can begin.
Thank you so much, Jia. It's lovely to meet you. I am also from India, New Delhi, and I am a social entrepreneur. I work in the space of skill development, and I run my own social enterprise by the name of SWAN Livelihood, which is wherein SWAN stands for Skilled Workforce Advancing Nation. And we curate training programs for the underserved sections of the society, also enabling youth and rural communities to earn sustainable livelihood opportunities. So, yes, I will be sharing a presentation, and I'm just quickly sharing my screen so that it becomes.
Yeah, that's okay. We,
Yes, are you able to see my screen?
yes, we can see your screen.
All right, perfect. You can just let me know when I can start. I'm ready with it.
No, you can start anytime you feel comfortable. You can start now. We're okay with it.
Okay, perfect. So, in today's session, basically, I'm going to talk a little about, the journey of a social entrepreneur. We got a wonderful opportunity to, judge over a lot of innovations around social impact, sustainability. One excellent, presentation of all the students we also saw just now, and also their, incredible innovation around waste management. So, if one wants to get started as an entrepreneur, what are some of the things that one should keep in mind? That is pretty much I'm going to cover over here, also including glimpses of my own journey and the work that I have been able to achieve in the last 5, 6 years when I got started. So, this is how a journey of a social entrepreneur looks like. We have got a lot of goals, we have got a lot of dreams, and in order to achieve the dream, we choose a path for ourselves basis on the idea that we want to achieve. And whenever we are delving into the space of social entrepreneurship, is all about overcoming your fears. There may be a lot of preconceived notions, apprehensions that you may have from the beginning, but it's all when you are getting started as an entrepreneur, it's all about unlearning, relearning, and also overcoming all the fears or and the notions that you had from the beginning. Also, it's going to be like a road not taken when you are getting started, because you will see that the idea that you associate yourself with, it will be pretty much unique to you. And hence, when you are delving into this space, you will see that you are the only one trying to gather information, trying to go to the field, trying to engage stakeholders. And sometimes you will feel that are you on the right path or not. So there'll be a lot of dilemmas, questions that may come to your mind when you are getting started. And when you're getting started, it's all about building something. And how do you do that? You do that by solving or getting associated with a problem that you are very, very passionate to solve. And in between, co-creating and innovating. And the solution that you develop becomes your USP or your value proposition. Around you build your social enterprise. So it's all about dabbling in between the problems that you are passionate to solve, and also co-creating and innovating solutions, so that you are able to build the gap, bridge the gap, and also co-create something that will be called as your social enterprise or your startup. So the process of getting started pretty much looks like this, wherein it all starts from an idea. So you have an idea, and you resonate with it, and through that, uh, you have either co-created an innovative product or an innovative service for which the customers, or or your target audience for which you are trying to resolve the problems, are willing to pay to you. So when we are getting started in this space of social entrepreneurship, you also need to think about the revenue model. Who are the stakeholders who are going to fund you, and where is it that you are also going to get your revenues? Because you have to think about long run, you have to think about sustaining your venture when you are moving ahead in your space of co-creating impact by solving either societal issues or issues that are environmental in nature. It is also about having a problem solving mindset, because there'll be a lot of challenges. Like I mentioned before, you will be delving into a road not taken, and how do you co-create, how do you solve the challenges will become a very important thing for you to delve into. And ultimately it will be your team who is going to help you, so having like-minded individuals with you become all the more very important, so that you continue to build upon your impact by having these co-travelers with you who will walk along with your journey and whose vision matches with that of yours. Now, when we talk about social and entrepreneurship, it's all about a human-centered process. You empathize with the problem that others have to that others are facing, and then you co-create solutions on it. Just give me 1 minute. I'm having a bad throat, so just apologize for it. Just give me 1 minute.
That's fine. That's okay. You can take your time.
Yes, sorry for the pause. So when we are talking about empathizing with the problem, basically it's all about reducing the pain points of what people around you are facing, and also delving deeper to innovate solutions so that you are able to create something that is very unique. And at the same time, that people are able to associate with the product or the service that you have created, because ultimately it is solving the problem that you have. Now, the pretty much when you are moving as a social entrepreneur, the journey looks something like this, wherein there will be people, there will be customers, there will be your target audience who's going to question you, how is it that you are going to help us? And on the other hand, it will be you as an entrepreneur constantly trying to delve deeper into the question of how do you co-create, how do you solve the problem that you are trying to solve, so that you are able to reduce the pain points of the others. So it's all about digging deeper into the problem so that you are able to support and solve the problems of your target audience, and in the process bridge the gap. Now, for those who are getting started for the first time, it may look very overwhelming, because there may be a lot of questions that you may get in your mind. So, the first step to begin with is to feel for the cause. What are some of the things that you are very, very passionate to do? How do you associate yourselves with it? What are some of the core areas that you feel the most for? Is the first step to identify. Then move over to imagining, brainstorming, and also listing down all the ideas that you are getting around the cause that you are passionate about to solve. The third step is to now narrow down. So when you take up a cause which may be societal in nature or which may be environmental in nature, you may get multiple ideas, but you cannot get started with multiple ideas. You have to narrow it down to either one or two idea that you would like to get started with. And hence the best way to go about is to implement. See what idea can you create a prototype on, see what idea can you experiment, and create a small pilot around the same, so that whatever you are wanting to do correlates with what you are actually implementing, and you are able to see some results. There is also a possibility that you may not see any results. If you don't see any results, you move to the first step, think again, imagine what could be the idea, and then try to implement it. Also, sharing your story in between becomes very, very important, because when you share your journey, when you share your stories, there is a high likely chance that, like-minded people will get along with you in your journey of making a change, and you will join hands and make the movement bigger. And that's how you amplify your impact. And last but not the least, reflections. So once you have, implemented, done your small pilots, seen how your prototype, is your prototype really working, is it, creating an impact or not, then it's time for you to reflect. There is also a possibility that when you are sharing your story, you may get feedback or you may get suggestions. Then again, you reflect. And reflection is a process that really helps you to get more innovative ideas, so that you improve upon your work and also continue to build upon the impact on the work that you have been doing. So that's how I also got started, and I followed these steps. And it was in the year 2020 when I got started with my own venture by the name of SWAN Livelihood. The entire focus was on providing skill development, trainings and workshop opportunities to the underserved communities. And even though the core focus remained skill development, our program started to evolve basis on, you know, uh, the needs that we felt, basis on the gap areas that existed, basis on the external situations like COVID that happened in between. So what we started off as youth employability, and upskilling opportunities for the underserved youth population by providing them with opportunities to connect in the retail sector, got evolved in the year 2021 into experiential learning and mentoring program. And we were able to also conduct a lot of online virtual programs amidst COVID, when everything got shut down. It was in the year 2022 when we saw how COVID had impacted grassroots communities, and we felt that there was a need to build capacities. Just give me 1 minute. Yes. So it was in the year 2022 when we felt that there was really need to build the capacities of the grassroots organizations. And these were the programs that we had launched, which had series of programs, workshops focusing on building capacities of the rural communities, populations, both in hybrid mode, the grassroots going on field, impacting the grassroots communities, and also in online virtual mode, by connecting with a lot of, like-minded individuals. I'm pausing here for a minute because my throat is paining really. Just a minute. Yes. Apologies for the pauses actually.
No
There
problem.
was, yeah, yeah. It was in the year 2023 when we further realized that there was more need to make the village community self-reliant, self-sufficient, because, uh, you know, uh, we had seen during COVID how The grassroots communities moved from the urban villages to back to their towns, back to their villages. So, in order to sustain the communities at the village level, we launched a program, to train rural, communities to become micro entrepreneurs. And what started in the year 2023 continued and spread its wing in the northern region of India. And the training programs and the glimpses you can also see by scanning the QR code. And this year we have launched our very own platform, e-commerce platform by the name of Handcrafted by Her, wherein we are also promoting the handmade products of the rural women who are working very, very hard to become self-reliant. Now, in this process, integrating the entire work with the sustainable development goals becomes all the more very, very important, because we have seen how the advent of COVID has actually impacted the SDGs. And until and unless we work together, it will become very, very difficult for us to, co-create and create an impact, wherein we not just keep our focus to our own communities, but join our hands to amplify this movement. Last but not the least, I would like to, quote the very famous dialogue by Mahatma Gandhi ji, wherein he said, "Be the change you want to see in this world." And, it's all about starting by yourself and getting joined by millions of like minded people who believe in your cause, who know how and what, by working together, you can amplify the impact and create a change that you want to see in the surroundings. And with this, I thank you all, and we can join hands and work together anytime. Thank you so much. I had a really bad throat, but I really wanted to, be a part of this session and also share the journey around creating an impact, and also how can one become a social entrepreneur. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a very inspiring presentation, and it was so incredible to see how Swan was just combining innovation and sustainability and education empowerment and all of those things to create like real impact. And it was just so uh, cool hearing about your journey and the way you're helping others. I have a question. So, uh, what when you made your startup, your entrepreneurship, what is the major obstacle you faced, and how did you overcome it? Because
I think this is a very interesting and an important question, because when I got started, I was able to secure seed funding, amount for my venture. So funding initially was not an issue, because, unlike the various pitch competitions that you see, I too had, an idea in my mind, and I pitched it in front of, I was a part of a business plan competition, and I pitched my idea unknowingly that, the panelists or the judges who were sitting in as an audience, they were the investors. And when the results got announced, they said that they are ready to invest in my venture if I want to get started full-fledgedly, and to which I agreed, and the entire process started. But then major challenge was, how do you, innovate your business model during COVID? Because COVID had stuck in between. So that was the challenge. But, digging deeper into the problems, uh, understanding what was the real need, what was the challenge, helped us to forge collaborations with a lot of stakeholders, get support of the government, and also we slowly evolved our programs depending upon the needs and how could we contribute to create an impact in the communities. So that's how we evolved. The crux remained the same as empowering through skill development, but our programs evolved over time.
That's
I hope
cool.
that
Yeah, it's so nice to see how you've uh, jumped across all the hurdles with uh, and just kept going. That's so cool. And since there's so many people seeing here and on YouTube and everyone who's gonna see it later, what's one message you'd like to give to the world just in general that they should remember, you think they should remember about your presentation because it was just so inspiring?
I would say one should believe in themselves. If you believe in yourself, self belief at times can do wonders. So just have confidence in yourself and get started.
That's cool. And it's also cool that I live very close to New Delhi. I live in Gurgaon.
Lovely.
Khalid, do you have
I would love to connect with you and wishing you a very happy Diwali.
happy Diwali? That's nice. Khalid, do you have a question or anything you'd like to say?
I'm from Israel and not so close to you, but the process that you uh, presented here is the same process everywhere. And that's why I feel that, it's worldwide and you can suggest it and offer it to many other students all over the world.
Yes, the process remains the same, but it's all about how do you continue to work on this process. It's a never it's like a never going loop. You start, you reflect, you start, you reflect, you start again, you reflect, and then you build upon the impact. There is also a possibility that things may not work in between, but then how do you dig deeper into the problem? How do you innovate? There may be external difficulties that you may face, but then in between, how do you innovate and come to a solution which will help to reduce the pain point of the others?
Yes, you said it's about believing in yourself, and I think it's about many things, but one other major thing that is about persistent.
Yes,
Keep
persistence.
working, keep doing.
Yes. Persistence and consistency is very, very important when you are walking in your journey as an entrepreneur. But then, until and unless you have believe in yourself, until and unless you, have confidence in yourself, uh, there is a very less chance that you will be able to succeed. Because in your journey of making a change, there will be a lot of people who are constantly going to question your idea. There may be a times when you may face a lot of backlash in terms of why you are doing it, how you are doing it. But yes, consistency matters a lot, persistency matters a lot, but having confidence, if your confidence is shattered, there is very low chance that you will be able to succeed, because at times it becomes very straining. If you are walking alone, particularly during the initial stages of getting started as an entrepreneur, when you have to do everything by yourself, be it marketing, be it tying up with stakeholders, be it interacting with the stakeholders, sometimes chances of you getting burnt out is more. So
Do
when
you
you're
have
getting, yes.
do you have any suggestion for the young entrepreneurs how to build this self-confidence?
uh so first is you should be very clear in terms of why you are getting started. So when you are clear in your mind, the in terms of why you are getting started, or what is the reason for you to get started as your own, get started as a social entrepreneur in this space, that will be a constant question that will keep you motivated, and you will not get distracted but continue to work on that sole question in terms of why are you getting started. So if you want to build self confidence, continuously keep thinking on the question, why did you get started? That will help you to evolve and not break down amidst
Yeah.
adversity, or maybe leave your idea in between.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you.
Could you
Thank
tell
you.
us? Could you tell us what inspired the name Swan Foundation? Like, why that specific name?
Yes. So, I'm also a nature lover, and that's my side passion. I uh, I also hold my master's degree in environment and development, wherein I have studied a lot at the intersection of environment, ecology, and also the development studies. Uh, Pretty much that space, that this course was also motivated by the fact that my dad is a climate scientist. So all these things led me to be very close to nature, and during my free time as an entrepreneur, I love to go for bird watching, and that's where the name Swan, SWAN, comes from, which is also a bird. But and also, in Indian mythology, it resembles goddess Saraswati, which is the goddess of education. It represents the bird swan represents the Vahan of goddess Saraswati, which is like um the goddess of education and empowerment. So that's how this name resonated with me the most. And even though I was able to connect all the dots together, my passion, my area of study, and also the work that I was doing with this, I felt would be sounding the best. But the full form of SWAN is Skilled Workforce Advancing Nation.
That's cool. Talking about sustainability, what do you want to like? Is there anything you want to tell everyone watching here and on YouTube? One thing they could like, you think they could do better to improve sustainability in their lives?
So yesterday only we got over with the 100 country summit, by Nellis and Omlas. There's a wonderful program by the name of 1 Million Leaders Program. And I would urge all the young minds to be a part of it, because it goes like a 9 months fellowship wherein you get ample understanding in terms of what sustainability is, and you also get an opportunity to execute a mini project on ground, uh, through which you can actually practice what you have learned in the entire duration of the fellowship program. So that is something that I would really like to mention, and to all the viewers who are joining in.
That's cool. Hi, Jake, sir. Is
Hi,
there anything?
Jake.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
No, this was very, very impressive. And I just wanted to mention that we are recording this and we will be posting this up onto the web. And so that you can constantly refer people to this recording so they can see exactly what you've been doing. It's going to be a big billboard in the sky that people around the world can watch, not only tonight, but next week and next month and next year. So please use that. We will send you the link and you can just
Thank
send
you
that out
so
to
much.
people and tell them to come and
Thank you,
watch.
thank you so much, Jake. Yes, definitely. And even though I was slightly unwell and my throat was bad, but I really wanted to be a part of it, so that I am able to inspire many more young minds who may want to get started. Because I was very, very impressed by all the innovations that I judged during the previous sessions, that we wherein we got all the opportunity to judge the innovative ideas of the K-12 students. So I mean, I thank you for this wonderful initiative, and also it's
We
my pleasure to be a part of.
we don't care about your voice. We care about your ideas. Okay. If we have a singing contest, you'll have a problem, but this was not a singing contest. Thank you very much. That was
Thank you.
wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.